Hey everyone, Brandon here, and I have 3 stocks that are set to explode. These are 3 stocks that are ready to have a great summer. Don't miss this. I'm using my power momentum strategy. This is a strategy that I have used for over a dozen years, thousands of trades. I learned this from a world champion trader, and this has been the simplest, easiest, and absolute best and most consistent system I've ever used. And I want to share 3 stocks that I am looking at that have confirmed as goes, as buys using the power momentum strategy. And I'm going to be adding or buying some of these stocks. These are not recommendations for you to buy or sell anything, but I do want to share this system, how wonderful it's been for me. I want to share it with others. And I truly believe in this system with all my heart. And so I want to show some stocks that I'm looking at that I'm probably going to be buying today. And so let's get into it. The first one is Google. I did another video on this, but I just want to quickly use Google as a perfect example. It just recently confirmed everything. This has been a stock that has not been a buy. It's not been a power strategy buy, and it is now. So the first thing that we're going to look at is that the stock price is over the 200-day moving average. This purple line is the 200-day moving average. And finally, in the last, say, few weeks to month, the stock price has been trading above that 200-day moving average. All of that says is that the stock finally has that longer-term momentum. That last, 10 months to 1 year, the momentum's in its favor. The stock price is over the 200-day moving average. And now I just want confirmation. I want to use that middle range momentum, the last 3 or 4 months of momentum. So I do that by using these 50-day and this 100-day moving average. I'm going to zoom in. This blue 50-day moving average finally crossed above the red 100-day moving average, finally confirming literally today that the stock is a buy. So we've got the momentum, the power momentum strategy in place. Google's a buy. It's on my buy list. The question is just on the timing. How do we time this? So we use these green Keltner channels to time our buys. In the middle of this green Keltner channel is this 20-day moving average. It's kind of like a magnet for price. And really, stocks move up and down, but kind of float around this 20-day moving average. And these Keltner channels just kind of measure a range around that. And if you kind of look at these Keltner channels, it's amazing how good of a guide they are. For example, back here in February, the price was floating above the Keltner channels. So for me, in my system, I don't want to buy a stock that's above the Keltner channel, especially if it's really far above. In this case, it wasn't that far above the Keltner channel, so it wasn't that big of a variance in price. But I don't like to buy above the Keltner channels. I want to buy inside these Keltner channels or in the middle of the Keltner channel towards this 20-day moving average. Or if I'm even swing trading or really kind of like something a lot, I'll buy at the bottom of these Keltner channels as like a bargain. But back here, this was not a buy. This was something that you might have either trimmed or just held off and waited. And you can see then the stock price basically just went down nonstop up until April. Looks like it finally pivoted. It's got some higher highs, higher lows, but still hadn't really confirmed until, about June, maybe even recently with the stock price consistently above this 200-day moving average. But still, even with the stock price over the 200-day moving average, for me, it wasn't a buy until now. Literally pretty much today, the 50 days finally crossed over the 100-day moving average. So Google's a buy. It's above its 20-day moving average, another kind of additional plus for it to be showing some good momentum. I'm going to nibble. I'm going to start a position in Google. Not a full position. It might be a quarter position, might even be a half or somewhere in between. But because it's kind of towards the top of the Keltner channel, and to be honest, we're kind of high. The market's kind of high right now as far as at all-time highs. So I don't know if this is a time I want to be super aggressive. And I often like to buy towards the middle or towards the bottom of the Keltner channels because I like bargains. But I don't want to miss Google. It looks like it could even break out. It could bounce up, break out, and start taking off. And so I like it, and I'm probably going to start a position in Google. Now, next stock on the list, is small caps. It's kind of not just stock, it's a whole genre, right? But basically, small caps, I've had not a lot of luck with small caps over the last few years. They've been recommended by a lot of experts like Tom Lee, and just have not performed well. I mean, the large caps just really do better than the small caps, it seems like. But, on top of that, back in March, the small caps, the 200-day moving average, the stock price went below it and just lost all its mojo. I mean, they had no momentum. Bounced, you went all the way from a 245 high down to a 170 low in the last 6 months or 8 months actually. And I mean, that's a huge swing down. Finally started recovering, kind of V-shaped, but it still hadn't proven itself. It bounced off the 200-day moving average. Finally, in the last few days, week or so, the stock price or the ETF price is above the 200-day moving average. So finally, we're looking at the power momentum strategy. But have we confirmed with our 50-day moving average? So let's look in a little bit closer. And just recently, just like Google, the 50-day moving average just crossed over the 100-day moving average. Green light, go. We're in our power momentum strategy finally on small caps. And not just, IWM. Now I'm going to even look a little bit more aggressively just to these high-flying small cap stocks in general. I've got another ETF to look at and show you that can take advantage of that. And then I'll even make another video specifically pinpointing some really good small cap stocks that I like Arista Networks, SITM, SMCI, Celsius, but Palantir. I'm going to look at some of those in another video, but right now I'm concentrating on just IWM. Now, just because it's in my power momentum trading strategy doesn't necessarily mean it's a buy right now. We have to use the Keltner channels to time that. And as you can see, not only is it above the Keltner channel, it's pretty far above the Keltner channel. I mean, it's running. Now, I know there's a lot of quote unquote gurus. They trade these breakouts and they buy above and they chase. And I've done some of those systems. The problem is they're just not as consistent. I've had some big losers from that. It just seemed like time and time again, whenever I buy well above the Keltner channel, all of a sudden the stock just starts giving it up and goes back down, only for me to buy it a little later at a lower price to add to the position when I could have just been patient. There's 8,000 stocks or more to choose from in the U.S. stock market. There's another 10,000 international stocks. So there's almost 20,000 stocks, ETFs, plus crypto, all the stuff that you can buy. They all work with the power momentum strategy. So you don't have to rush. Pick and choose 1 or 2, 3, the best setups. You don't have to chase. Right now, IWM is not an area I want to chase. It's on my list. It's on my wish list. As soon as it starts floating down towards that middle of that Keltner channel, or even if I can get a bargain, get it at the bottom of the Keltner channel, as long as it's still holding its power momentum, I'm going to buy it. So IWM's on my list, ready to buy. It's just the timing of it right now for me. It's not a buy. I could see people buying these right now and making some money on it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it looks like it's about to break out above this, area here. So XSMO, this is the Invesco small cap momentum ETF. It's like the Russell 2000 ETF, but kind of on steroids. It's chasing the high momentum, high flyer, small cap stocks that are doing really well. Now, again, like the IWM, it just has not done well. It lost its 200-day moving average and just recently recovered it in the last month and a half or two. So it's been showing some momentum. I've just been waiting for this to verify, to confirm. And in the last week or two, this 50-day moving average finally broke above the 100-day moving average. I wish I had kind of jumped in on it a little earlier right around here, but I wanted to just kind of see where it goes. I wanted to be sure on it. I had some other stocks that I liked better, but it's gone up. So right now it's above the Keltner channel. I want to wait till it floats into the Keltner channel or in the middle of the Keltner channel before I personally start looking to buy it. But it's on my buy list, and I'm going to put some other stocks, some small cap stocks that, I'm going to make a list of those that I want to buy that have nice momentum. Now I'm going to throw in one bonus stock here because I just like it so much, and it's Philip Morris. This has been such a strong winner. I want to go back and show a 3-year chart on this because it's kind of amazing. This stock was range bound from about 80 to 100, going up and down, floating around this $90 mark, $95 mark for a long time. And then it finally broke out, and then it's just been so strong. It's just been going up, bouncing off the top of the Keltner channel, going up, consolidating, shooting up like a rocket, consolidating, shooting up like a rocket, and here we are. Okay, so I'm going to zoom back into this 1 day. I'm sorry, that's the daily chart. I'm going to shoot into the 1 year, 1 day chart. Basically, as you can see, it's just been going up and up and up. It's well above the 200-day moving average. The 50-day moving average has been nice and strong. The 50-day has a nice thick band between it. So everything looks good. The stock price is well above the 200-day moving average. The 50 days above the 100 moving average. This is the picture perfect stock. It's been hot, hot, hot. It's cooling off. I actually bought a little bit of nibbled on a small position right here towards the middle of the Keltner channel, and then it's gone down on me. So right now, temporarily, it's a loser for me. I have a feeling it's going to turn around. If we zoom in much closer, looks like we kind of have a double bottom off this 50-day moving average. And zoom out and you can see this stock has been so strong. It doesn't hang out at the bottom of these Keltner channels very long. Down to the bottom of the Keltner channel, takes off. Right around here, bottom of the Keltner channel, poked through the Keltner channel, green, red, green, takes off. Come here, 3 or 4 days to touch the bottom of the Keltner channel, big, huge gulfing and green engulfing day, boom, takes off. This stock now, it's been consolidating, kind of figuring out what it wants to do. It's finally having a green engulfing candle day. If it has another green day after this, then this is all systems go. Great thing about kind of bargain buying these stocks towards the bottom or at these bottom prices, the Keltner channel, is you can set tight stops. I mean, you could literally put your stop right here at like 174, giving it like $1, and it either goes or it doesn't. And I'll tell you what, with this stock, the way it's been, it's probably going to go. And if it floats down anymore, maybe it's good that you stop out with just a small little stop. Seems like it's just got the momentum. It's got everything in its favor. So it seems like, you could be a little looser with your stop. I temporarily set a stop a little looser down at this 100-day moving average, about 165. That might be too loose, to be honest. You could even do it somewhere in the middle. But there's a support area here. I've kind of swing traded this stock too much. I have I bought it down here at the bottom of the Keltner channel around 160, and then I basically sold it all when it popped well above this Keltner channel around 183, and I kind of regretted it, to be honest, because I like it. So I think I want to kind of more position trade this, and so luckily it kept going up, and it's finally come back down. And of course, I bought it at 163, so I would have still been, green on it and positive. But I started a position back here about 180, lost a little bit, and now it's down about 175. I'm going to add to that today quite a bit and hope that it doesn't float down anymore and show some strength. I might trim it a little bit if it gets well above the Keltner channels, but I want to let this run for maybe even till the end of the year. I want to kind of build this position in it. So this stock is, in my opinion, not really set to explode, just to continue grinding higher like it's been doing for a long, long time and quietly underneath everybody's kind of the veil of nobody knows about this Philip Morris stock. And it's actually pretty decently rated from stock advisory services. They have it rated decent. So just to quickly recap, I've got Philip Morris. It's towards the bottom of the Keltner channel, bouncing off the 50-day moving average. Everything lined up there. That's a strong one. I've got Google or Alphabet, whatever you want to call it, just recently confirming with the 50-day moving, crossing over the 100-day moving average, and the price is above the 200. So that's one I need to add, or actually I need to start my position on that today. And then I've got small caps, IWM. It's on my list. too high in the Keltner channel right now, but if it starts floating down, if I can get a good buy on it, probably start a position on that. And maybe even more, something I like even better is this XSMO, this small cap momentum ETF. Not only is it a little bit less expensive price-wise, so I could possibly even do some leaps or some options on it. Also, it's just